here with a quick match with regular 8-rack. Well, hopefully it'll push as a good card in this matchup. Alright, what you got? Well, not entirely sure what we're up against. Maybe Breach? Yeah, the One Ring, Fable, and Ragavan. Okay. Hold on to the Blood Chief's Thirst. Go ahead and pass here. We could resolve the rack, but at this point our opponent might think we're on coffers still rather than 8-rack. Not that that makes a huge difference in terms of gameplay decisions. Well, that's a difficult card to beat. Guess we should have just gone ahead and killed it. Should probably actually be holding on to... Yeah, we do have Raven's Crown in our deck, so I should have been holding on to those forests. Not those forests, those swamps. Yeah, don't really care about that one. Fable token, however, is just going to die. Let's not play every card that we knew about. I know they also have a Besage in hand, so... Okay, what is going on over there? Let's put ramp +1/+1. Release the battlefield, turn to 3 target lands from graveyard. Gonna Besage you the rack here, or are they gonna Besage you as a Saga? we don't think we can end from here. Alright, so multicolored cards, Path of Peril, Shadow of Doubt could be okay, Woodwalker could be alright against their bunch of graveyard nonsense. Not sure about the Ratchet Bomb effects. Destroy target black, doesn't really seem like they have a lot. Surgical Extraction, feels like it could be a bit cute. Out of the deck. Bontu's Last Reckoning. We have Fatal Pushes, Blood Chiefs, Smallpox. Don't think Bontu's is necessary. Raven's Crown, Tricking Affliction, Thoughtseize. 2 Pithing Needles. Maybe I'll shade one of those. Well, no. With the ring and whatchamacallit, that may not be necessary. I think Wrench Mine can go. Try 61 cards, I guess. This is one of the problems with, like, any version of 8-rack, though, is just the pure threat of the One Ring. If the opponent has like Leyline Sanctity, then we can just kiss this game goodbye. But Seismic Assault, Ragavan, Life from the Loam. Take Ragavan. Okay, so I think we Raven's Crown them. Pass. Mm-hmm. Probably should have positioned Seismic Assault instead of playing Leon here. Mm-hmm. I think a 1/1. Which one is that? The Seiju Who Endures. You know they have a guaranteed hit with Seismic Assault. Took this Leona up. Kept the card in hand. It's a dashing monkey or something. Yep. Okay, Luna and Goblin Shaman. Yes, what are you trying to do there? Thoughtseize, take your monkey. Okay. Pass. Like, this deck literally has Life from the Loam, Renin 6, the One Ring, all cards that just give our deck fits. So. We can safely go ahead and concede here. So, all right, quick wrap with kind of traditional Rakdos, not Rakdos, traditional 8-rack. And I think you saw some of the deck's ironic shortcomings in this one match. You can strip out your opponent's original hand. You get them to the point where they're playing with no resources, and you're trying to win with a rack and Shrieking Affliction. The problem becomes is, as Modern goes along as a format, it becomes, more and more powerful. There are more and more cards that are just worth cards or multiple cards. Cards like Urza's Saga, the One Ring, Run-In 6, even, ironically, your opponent playing Life from the Loam. Just all those sources of, continual in-play card advantage. And, you only have so many Pithing Needles and discard spells, and your opponent's going to top deck stuff at some point. Deck strategy is still fairly solid. There are still matchups, like Burn and Murktide to a certain degree, Rhinos, decks that don't have these perpetual sources of card advantage that can kind of overcome being torn to shreds. Whereas an unorthodox Seismic Assault Loam deck like our opponent was playing just happens to match up very poorly to what we were doing. And it also showcased another problem these decks have, and that is decks and cards that play out in the graveyard, Life from the Loam, Run-In 6, Dredge decks, Living End. We're actively putting things in the graveyard. Your opponent's trying to actively get things out of the graveyard. Not the best recipe for success, so I could see easily adding some ley lines in addition to these Dothy Voidwalkers. The deck, we saw both the best and the worst of the deck. We saw the deck do its thing, and then we saw our opponent, top deck a One Ring, or top deck a Boseiju to blow up our Pithing Needle, or top deck a Run-In 6, and just kind of, bludgeon us with card advantage. As far as the deck, I do think there's a reason why the mono black scam variant has become the norm. You're adding a quick clock along with targeted disruption in addition to your normal hand discard stuff. So I think that version is the way to go, at least until Grief potentially gets banned. But this deck is somewhat powerful against a certain subset of matchups. It's a very polarized thing, good against the linear decks like Burn, Murktide, Amulet, possibly Rhinos. Decks that you can strip out the resources, and yes, they have some good top decks, but you're not drawing against Run-In 6 drawing 2 cards a turn, or the Ring drawing 3 cards a turn, or 4 cards a turn. You're not battling against Omnaths and those kind of things. So deck has its strengths and its weaknesses. Not one of the top decks in the Modern format, but did want to kind of showcase the more traditional version in addition to the mono black scam version that has been mostly seen play. But once again, if you do like Modern content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch our stream every Sunday, where we stream primarily Jund Saga, a little bit of other decks here and there, but primarily Jund Saga. So if you like live streams, don't forget to catch us then, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you for our next video.